and you're listening to Frey. Starting right now. Here's your host, Alfredo Leon.
Thank you, Ella, as Eric Gordon came off the bench to score 24 points. And his steal of the Golden State Warriors' last possession helped secure a 98-94 win on Thursday night that gave the Houston Rockets a 3-2 lead in the Western Conference Finals. The Rockets headed to Game 6 on Saturday night in Oakland, one win away from knocking off the defending champions and advancing to the NBA Finals for the first time since winning back-to-back titles in 1994-95. Chris Paul scored 20 points and James Harden struggled for his 19 points. But Paul had to leave the game in the final minute what looked like to be a hamstring injury, which turned out to be. It has been confirmed that Paul will not play Game 6 due to that injury and will hope to return to Game 7 if it gets to that point. Kevin Durant scored 29 points for the Warriors, who lost in Game 5 of a playoff series for just the second time since 2015 and the first time with Durant on the Warriors. Here's Durant speaking on if the team will be fine despite being down 3-2 in the series.
Yeah, we got another game at home, Game 6. Still confident, we had some opportunities to win this game, last two games, and we didn't close it out. But we can learn from it, and, we got another opportunity at home on Saturday, and we'll be ready to play.
The Rockets won a second straight defensive struggle between these two outstanding offenses, which leaves the Warriors one loss away from missing the NBA Finals for the first time since 2014. Harden spoke on how his team handled the final minutes, especially when their shots were not falling courtesy of TNT.
We got to rely on our defense. Once again, Game 4, we weren't making shots, but defensively, we were really good. Same thing tonight.
Draymond Green made a three-pointer with just over a minute left to get Golden State within one. Harden, who was 0 of 11, 4 for 11 on threes, missed his last one with less than 30 seconds left, which gave the Warriors the ball back. Green spoke on how they need to get back to their game.
I think, tonight, I think we moved the ball better than we have. And I think we figured something out on the offensive end tonight, which would be good for us going, good moving forward in this series. But we just got to continue to play our game. They're playing that style of defense for a reason. But like I said, I think we got to more of what we want to get to tonight as opposed to the previous games.
Stephen Curry missed a floater, and Trevor Ariza grabbed the rebound and was fouled with 10 seconds left in the game. But he made just 1 or 2 free throws to give the Dubs another chance. Here is Curry speaking on being in an elimination game.
They made a couple more plays to get the job done, so credit to them. But that's why you play 7 games. That's why it's such a back-and-forth type of environment in the playoffs. And we have an opportunity to reestablish ourselves at home, get a big win, keep ourselves alive, and then roll the dice in a Game 7. So not all is lost, and we play well tonight, just not well enough.
Gordon instead came up with a steal when Green lost control in the lane and added 2 free throws with 2.4 seconds left to ice the game. Klay Thompson shook off a knee injury that had his status for the game in question to score 23, and Curry added 22. The bruised left knee kept Andre Iguodala out for a second straight game, and Kevon Looney started in his place. After losing Game 1 of this series, the Rockets made the best of home court advantage this time, dueling a sellout crowd that included Justin Timberlake, Houston Texans star J.J. Watt, and rapper Travis Scott. It's the Rockets' second straight win in the series after snapping Golden State's NBA playoff record 16-game home winning streak with a 95-92 victory on Tuesday night. The Warriors led by 1 to start the fourth before Paul got going, scoring 7 points to power a 10-5 run that gave Houston an 81-77 lead with about 9.5 minutes remaining. Thompson made a 3 after that, and then officials reviewed Paul's first basket of the quarter and ruled he got it off after the shot clock expired, which didn't count, and that left the Dubs ahead by 80-79. The Rockets were barely hanging on to a 1-point lead with about 7 minutes left when Durant fouled Gordon on a 3-point attempt, losing one of his shoes in the process. Gordon made all 3 free throws to start a 7-2 burst that extended the lead to 88-82 midway through the quarter. The Rockets honored the 10 people killed in last week's shooting in Santa Fe, Texas before the game, with the school's national choir singing the national anthem and team owner Tillman Fertitta wearing a Santa Fe Strong t-shirt before Houston scored the game's first 6 points and a half where the team led us by as many as 11. Here's Harden speaking on how emotional that victory was, also on TNT.
Man, it was extremely emotional. Such a tragedy what happened to those kids. The senior, that's the only thing they'll remember since high school. But we try to bring them some joy, invite them to the game and kind of cheer them up a little bit, but such a tragedy.
With the Warriors, Coach Steve Kerr was unsure yesterday if Iguodala will be returning for Game 6 on Saturday. He's dying to play, but he's not healthy enough, said Kerr. We'll just continue to take it day by day. Day to day. Curry made 4 free throws to tie Rick Barry for the most free throws made in the playoffs in the franchise history, with 378 of them. The Dubs also had 18 turnovers. With the Rockets, Clint Capella had 12 points and 14 rebounds for his 7th double-double in this postseason. Houston made 13 of 43 three-pointers, led by 4 from Gordon. What a game, especially the fact that the Rockets came back and won this game, especially how back and forth it was. Be able to win a second straight game over the Dubs, it shows you what is going on with them right now. Especially the fact that the Rockets play defense. Isn't that crazy under a Mike D'Antoni system that they play defense? It's incredible that happened. But to show you how much they're not giving up and they're desperate to try to win, and now they're up 3-2 with 1 win away from going to the NBA Finals. Well, the first time since 94-95 when they won back-to-back championships led by Hakeem Olajuwon and company. But the fact is that if they win that game, wow, how shocking would that be for the Warriors? Especially people thinking that, they go back and everything. But also maybe not as surprising because the Rockets did have the best record in the league this year, winning 65 games. It's just incredible what Harden has been able to do. The MVP and the acquisition of Chris Paul has helped them a lot too. So this is not a surprise that they go to the finals. So this shows that this year, it's not a slam dunk that we'll see Warriors Cavs again. It's not a slam dunk because both of their opponents are up 3-2 in the series, with the Rockets and the Boston Celtics up in that respective series against the Cleveland Cavaliers. But this shows you that this may not be what we thought. The Cream may not rise to the top this year. We may have a new audience in the finals with the Rockets and the Celtics. But let's see what happens. I expect the Warriors to definitely put up a fight in Game 6 at home. They're going to come out punching. They're going to go crazy. Expect a lot of threes to be made by Curry and Thompson. And Durant's have a great game early on. Green doing his thing. But let's see if the Rockets respond. Will they not care about winning because they know they have a Game 7 at home? But sometimes teams do win Game 7 on the road. Example, Cavs in the 2016 finals against the Warriors, and they came back from 3-1 down. So nothing is a given, but if I were the Rockets, I would try to go for it and just try to put the killer punch on the Warriors and just close it out in Golden State. I know that's going to be tough, but the Rockets should not take it easy. Don't take anything for granted. Just because you're up 3-2 in a series doesn't mean you're going to always win Game 7, even though they'll be at home. But I wouldn't take any chances if I were the Rockets because the Dubs are just that powerful. 4 guys up on the offense, especially if Iguodala comes back. We know Paul won't be back because of his injury, like I said earlier. That's going to hurt them a little bit. More minutes for Gordon, of course, to step up and try to help the team. But I think that this is a big golden opportunity for the Rockets to try to finish it out and also get more time for Paul to rest because they don't have a lot of time to rest Paul, even though he'll be out for Game 6. But how much time will he be able to have to play Game 7 if they get to that point? But they got to go for the win. Don't take anything for granted. You don't want to give the Warriors more confidence. Right now they're down, especially after losing 2 in a row for the first time since 2016 when they lost to the Cavs. But the fact is the Warriors have never been this bad in a series before the playoffs under Steve Kerr, and this is un-Warrior-like. So right now the Rockets got to take a chance and take advantage of the fact that the Warriors are down. So they got to go win this. If they don't, then it's a missed opportunity most likely. Even though they can still win Game 7 at home, there's no guarantees that they'll do that, especially if the Warriors are in their A game, especially if they have confidence. So they got to get this win. They got to go out and try to knock him out. So don't take any chances if you're the Rockets and D'Antoni. There's no reason for it. Just go for it. It just seems kind of lazy to just take a game off. But you know the Warriors are going to come out punching. If you're the Rockets, if you're legit, if you really want to do this, get it done over with, get the players rest, finish it in Game 6. Don't take a Game 7. That's just laziness. That's not basketball. You got to try to go for it. Doesn't matter what the situation is. Go for the win. Finish it. So that's probably what the Celtics are going to do as well against the Cavaliers. They don't want to, even though they're home. They're on the road, actually. So whatever it is. But they're not going to be able to do that Game 7 will be in Boston, so they're going to be in Cleveland. They're going to have to try to win on the road as well. They struggle on the road as well. But the Warriors, they're home, so they're going to force the Game 7. I think, even though I'm not going to make a prediction, but I was just thinking what may happen is probably the Warriors will end up winning the game, but because they're desperate, because they don't want to go home. So the Rockets are not the desperate team right now. The Warriors are, so expect the Warriors to do a lot of big things. Expect the big game from Durant, Curry, Thompson, Green to do his thing. Probably get a triple-double. So let's see if they can do it. But the Rockets should not sleep on the Warriors just because they're on the road and they know that they'll have a game 7 at home. Why do that to themselves? Why hurt their confidence like that? Why take a game off? Don't do that. It doesn't make any sense. So try to go for the win. It makes more sense like that because then it'll show what kind of team they are and show them how good they actually are to actually show some consistency and actually put a team away. Because then in game 7, anything could happen. Because you never know. You can have just one game. The Rockets can have a really poor game in game 7, and they'll probably be kicking themselves for not going for it in game 6. So expect the Rockets to do something, not to just chill out, because that's kind of lazy out of their part. So let's see if the Rockets could try to finish it off. But I expect the Warriors to force a game 7 and see if they could do it in Houston as well. So this should be exciting to see if they could Rockets finish it off or can the Warriors do it. So let's see if they could do it because especially when Harden didn't show up. If he's going to show up, which he's not going to have many games like that. If he shows up in game 6, then it's a wrap, especially with no Chris Paul and if the Warriors continue to keep being sloppy like they are. It's just a shocker that they're doing this. Why would Curry just hit that shot so early late in the game in the fourth quarter, rushing that shot with 10 seconds left? That didn't make any sense. Take time off. Go for the last shot. And then that whole sequence with Green and the steal by Gordon, the turnover, that was just a disaster for the Dubs. But they'll bounce back in game 6 most likely. And if they don't, then that shows you how the Rockets are and how much the Warriors are in the funk. So let's see if they can step up to the plate and actually force a game 7. And let's see if the Rockets could not be lazy and step up as well. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like. If you're brand new, subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.